here at the moment, I think.
Well, joining me in the studio now is Babak Emamian. He is a financial advisor and member of the British-Iranian Business Association. Good to have you with us. So what do you make of this latest move by President Trump to end this preferential treatment status for India and Turkey?
Well, trade war is not good. You could say trade war, it is not time for trade war. Or you could say there is never a good time for trade war.
Do you think it will lead to a trade war?
Well, this is the beginning of trade war. I mean, what is a trade war? When you start putting barriers on international trade, that's a trade war. And if you look at 20% of highest paid salaries are export-related. And also, since 1992, where we have the globalization of labor and also the global integrated supply chain, we cannot afford trade wars because the ripple effect will somehow get back to you, to yourselves. So I understand what President Trump is doing in terms of having a trade war with rogue nations, but Turkey and India are not rogue nations. They are the most important allies, especially Turkey in the region. If you look at Turkey, is the first line of defense for the Western values. And if you just look at from Mediterranean to border of China, all the countries are on the verge of collapse, whether Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. So for the Chinese to have access to Mediterranean Sea is very easy. The only country could stand to the Chinese coming is Turkey.
So this could backfire politically on the US? Yes,
because everything is not about money. A rich country should not be looking at when dealing with friends just purely on money. Gaining friends is difficult, losing friends is easy. And you have to think long term. No country is an island. And Turkey is very important to West and its defense strategy. So I'm wondering what is going on here.
To be fair, though, I mean, this trade program that they're being taken off, the GSP program, it was designed to help poor countries improve their economic growth. And neither India nor Turkey can be called poor. So isn't it justified removing them from this program?
Well, part of Turkey, if you look at the average income, is almost as good as the average European countries. I accept that. But there are parts of Turkey which the average income is not as high as the European countries. So which part of Turkey you are looking at? And Turkey is a very important market for the West. So the richer the Turkey becomes, the better it is for the West. In terms of India, okay, India can launch satellites. I have no problem. They have that technology. But half of the population are in villages. The infrastructure is falling apart. So this idea of saying India is a rich country, capital per head in India is $2,000. Capital per head in EU is $38,000. And for US is $48,000. So this idea of $2,000 per head capita in India is now suddenly, they don't need any help, it's not going anywhere.
In terms of trade considerations impacting on relations with other countries, US and Turkey have gone through a period of rocky relations. What do you think this latest move is going to do to relations?
Well, Turkey has been the most loyal and important ally since World War II in terms of NATO and other aspects. So I hope the relationship will improve, and there is a window of 60 days. So I hope in that 60 days they would get together and sort this out and concentrate on rogue nations like Iran instead of having a fight with themselves.
Babak, good to speak with you. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Babak Emamian there.